Yum.
They're good, huh? Good work, Petey. So proud of you.
Chicken.
So now we know you like tamales, huh?
I like chicken tamales. Tomorrow could we make these tamales again?
Good morning, good morning. We are eating what we eat almost every morning. I hate to admit it, but we love tamales. My favorite is the kind of tamal called jarocho, which instead of being made in corn husks, it's made in banana leaves. And I think, is this meat chicken, babe?
Kind of red sauce, yeah, sure.
Red sauce with chicken. So I've been researching and I will be attempting these tamales in a few hours. So I'm going to go shop and grab the ingredients we need, and then Poppy's gonna test and see if I can make them similar to what we eat every morning. And this might be... I
don't know, because we have a really good tamalero. I hope you can do this.
I know, he's so good. Poppy, can you show also the drink? So, most mornings we also share... I don't know if I have time, I want to. This is what's typical to eat with your tamal.
It's atole. Champurrado with the chocolate. Chocolate. It's a chocolate one.
So we usually have this chocolate drink. It's really thick. It does have some cornstarch in it too, I think, to thicken. But it goes right alongside with tamales here in Mexico. So that's the goal. I will see you more today as we make tamales jarochos. Yum, yum, yum. Tamales. Okay, so we're making tamales. This one, there are 3 parts to the tamales. First are whatever you're wrapping it in. We are going to be showing banana leaves as well as corn husks. So that's the first part. The second part is the masa, or the dough, the bread part that will turn into the bread. And the final part is the filling. So let's get started. You'll get the corn husks, and they're very dry. They're dried corn husks, so you want to soak them. You're going to want to soak them in some cold water so that they're more malleable and easier to shape into your tamal. While those are soaking, you also need to get some chicken broth going. So I just used the carcass of my rotisserie chicken, as well as I purchased a raw neck from the market to add a lot of flavor. So that was boiling with some epazote and salt and pepper to make a delicious chicken broth that I needed to add to both my filling as well as my dough. So those things need to be going quickly at the beginning, and then you'll be ready to move forward with your filling. For your filling, you're gonna roast on just in a saucepan or a fry pan with no oil, your tomatoes, as well as, which I chose to do about 6 Roma-sized Roma tomatoes. If you have bigger ones, you don't need as many. As well as 1 chili ancho dried and 1 chili guajillo dried. So you want to toast those up to get a lot of flavor going. After those have roasted up, you need to take out the seeds from the chilies, as well as take out the stem. You're going to rip those in pieces, throw them in the blender with the tomatoes, 1 onion, 2 cloves of garlic, as well as a few epazote leaves. And that's going to become your salsa. After you've ground it up or blended it up, throw it in a saucepan to cook out the flavor, the raw vegetable flavor, and you'll add your salt and pepper for taste. And your salsa is done. Then you can throw in whatever meat you're gonna use. I just chose to buy a rotisserie chicken to pull it off the bone and throw that in there. So my filling is done, that easy. Okay, now I'm ready to make my masa, my dough. So you need a 1/2 cup of pig lard, and you need 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and you're gonna whip that together with a hand mixer until it's nice and fluffy. Then you'll throw in your 2 cups of Maseca is the brand that I think is most well known, but it's corn flour, and as well as your almond flour. Almond flour is, I don't know if it's traditional in everything, but I saw it in several recipes and thought I would give it a try. With almond flour, all you need to do is throw some almonds into a blender and whip it up until you crush up all your almonds and you have almond flour. So you're gonna put a 1/4 cup of almond flour with 2 cups of corn flour into your lard and baking powder mixture, and you're going to mix that together, add some salt, and then you're gonna be adding in chicken broth. You're gonna add in chicken broth until your masa becomes like a paste. You want it to be like a paste, a thick paste. So you're gonna keep whipping until it's a nice, smooth, thick paste, and then you're done with that and you're ready to start filling your tamales. To fill your tamales, grab one of your corn husks and put in 2 tablespoons of masa, of dough, first. Kind of try to spread it out. It's a little tricky because it kind of sticks to the spoon more than it sticks to the corn husk. And then about 1 tablespoon of filling. I put a little more than that. I put generous amounts because Justin loves filling. And then you're gonna fold that up, and I needed to use 2 corn husks because mine were kind of smaller in order to get it nice and secure. And I think it's best if you can tie it shut, but up to you if you want to or not. I tied a few shut and then I got lazy and didn't tie the others. And then you put them into a steamer, which I had to do kind of a makeshift steamer because we don't own one here. We're kind of minimalist since moving to Mexico. So you put it in your steamer and you steam it for 45 to 60 minutes until the dough, it pulls away from the husks until they're nice and cooked through. And that is it. Those are your tamales. Of course, with tamales in Mexico, you drink champurrado. Champurrado. I think I'm saying that right. How do you make champurrado? So you need milk. You need Mexican chocolate, like hot chocolate. You need a cinnamon stick. There is a special kind of Mexican sugar cane, which I didn't include that in ours because I didn't have it with me. And also I'm trying to reduce the sugar of our kids. So no, we didn't add that to it, but that's also an ingredient, as well as water and cornstarch. Pretty simple. You just warm up all of the sugar cane, the chocolate, the milk, and the cinnamon. You warm it up till everything has been dissolved nicely. Then on the side, you're whipping up a bowl of 2 cups of cold water with a 1/2 cup of cornstarch. And once that's nice and not lumpy at all, you add that to your chocolate mix and whip it up till it's a nice, thick, delicious consistency. And you have your meal.
Se ve rico. A ver. ¿Y a ti te gusta, no? ¿Cómo sabe?
Rico.
Rico, 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 rico.